Imagine this. A crustacean is going through a midlife crisis. He joins a yellow sponge and a starfish for a night of fun. At the end of the night, the starfish announces that the three of them will now be going on a panty raid. The three of them climb through a window and begin digging through a drawer of underwear. To his horror, the crustacean realizes something. He is digging through his mother's panties. Many people believe that Nickelodeon's SpongeBob SquarePants only teaches silly, meaningless morals to the world, such as, don't go on a panty raid, otherwise you might find yourself digging through your mother's underwear. However, I believe that SpongeBob can teach us great moral lessons. He has taught viewers to never give up, that variety is the spice of life, and that grass is not always greener on the other side. First, a lesson that was conveyed quite a bit of his episodes was to never give up. I believe that he taught us to never give up based on his perseverance in a couple of different episodes. The episode entitled Boating School reveals that SpongeBob failed his boating test 38 times. However, that doesn't faze him. Every month he goes right back to the under-the-sea DMV to try again, and he does it with a smile on his face. SpongeBob also puts this message in jellyfishing. SpongeBob and Patrick tried really hard to become Squidward's friend. They cared for him a little too much when he was in a full body cast. The viewers could tell that Squidward was not appreciative of the two, but they continued to try anyway. In all of this, it is clear to see that SpongeBob has taught us to be persistent through his adventures. Not only must we be persistent, but we also must have a positive attitude while doing it. Next, I feel that SpongeBob taught us that variety is the spice of life. In the episode Squidville, we learned that with everything exactly the same is dull. Squidward decides to move to a place where people are exactly like him. At first, it was exciting for him, but after a while, he realized that he missed the weird antics of SpongeBob and Patrick. The weird and different ways of his friends makes for a colorful lifestyle. This moral is also depicted in the episode Tea at the Tree Dome. This is the episode where SpongeBob meets Sandy Cheeks, the squirrel. The variety here, of course, is the fact that sea animals befriended terrestrial animals. SpongeBob's pure example of variety is the spice of life is vibrantly shown through the series. The last lesson that stuck out to me was that SpongeBob taught us that grass is not always greener on the other side. In the episode Neptune's Spatula, SpongeBob becomes a god for Neptune. His job would have been to make patties for Neptune. Although this may have sounded like a pretty good deal, he would have missed his job, his home, and his best friend. This message is also depicted in Nature Pants. SpongeBob wants to become a jellyfish. He has the time of his life for about a day, and then he realizes again that he missed his friends, his home, and his normal life. Sometimes we need to look back and realize that the life we have is pretty great and that we are meant to be right where we are. As you can see, SpongeBob taught viewers to never give up, that variety is the spice of life, and that grass is not always greener on the other side. Because of this, I believe SpongeBob teaches us great morals, not just to be careful when going on a panty raid. It is now time to look at SpongeBob with different eyes, to enjoy his silly misadventures while learning lessons from his journeys, to sit down and watch a few episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants. Yes, you'll no doubt hear some nautical nonsense, but you will also pick up on a lesson or two from he who lives in a pineapple